Now, before we get into the topic we're going to discuss today, I want you to wrap your mind around this statistic. We live in America. There's about 330 million people that live here within the United States. And of those 330 million, approximately 78%, we're talking almost 80%, that means 8 out of 10 people are broke. They are living paycheck to paycheck here in the richest country in the entire world. How does that happen? How does that happen? How is it that you can live in the richest country in the world and 78% of its people be broke? Well, that has a lot to do with how you see things, the way that you look at the world, how you see money, how you see work, how you see life. All of those things have something to do with why that is the case, why that 78% of people live check to check. I'm going to give you my opinion, how I see work-life balance. So quick caveat before we jump into the video, I want to give you some idea of where my viewpoint comes from. It comes from how I see work, how I define work in my own mind. How do you see work? What is work to you? If you go to the gym tomorrow morning, is that work? Are you working on yourself? Working on your health? If you go and you start to read a book today, are you working on developing yourself? Are you working on increasing your knowledge? If you go in and you say, hey, I'm going to put in the work to work on my relationship or work on my marriage, are you working? So I think it's based on how you see work. So I wanted to give you a quick idea of how I see work so you'll have a better understanding of my viewpoint when it comes to work-life balance. So today I want to talk to you about this topic that everybody refers to as work-life balance. What do you think about this topic? How does that play into your day in and day out life? What do you think about the definition of work? What is the definition of life in your opinion? And how do you provide a balance to yourself between those two? How do you do that? Do you think there's a such thing as work-life balance? Do you try and work and balance your life at the same time? How do you approach work-life balance? Do you say I need to have 50% of my life is work and 50% of my life is my life? That's my leisure or playtime, however you want to categorize it. Now, how I look at that is this. I don't believe in a work-life balance. I think that is something that, people have come up with, and they say that you should have a balance between your work and life, and that's a catchy topic, that's a catchy term to me. But I just don't see it like that. To me, my life is my work, and my work is my life, meaning they are equal. For example, I went to work out this morning. Now, that's not something that I'm doing that I say, oh, okay, I just so love to work out. Well, that's a part of work, but at the same time, it's a part of my life. So it goes together. That's your lifestyle. So I don't look at it as, work and life being separate. I look at them as being one. They are equal to each other. I think one of the first jobs God gave us as men is to till the soil. So we had a job, we had something to do, we had something to work for. And when your work is meaningful and purposeful, then, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to be immersed in every day, as often as you can. So I don't think I, go out and intentionally try to make a balance between that. I enjoy working because I know work takes me somewhere. You see, most people in this world are living a common life, so they have a common view of things. I don't have common views because I don't want a regular life. I have to look at things differently in order to get a different result. So how I look at work and life balance is just they're congruent. My work is my life, and my life is my work. Now, I do understand people can see that topic a little bit differently, and I get that. I'm not trying to sway you to come to my side. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the way that you see it, but all I'm saying is work, we were ordained to work. That's what we're supposed to do. And I just don't see a need to try and find a balance between my life and my work. I just feel like those go together. That's what they are. Work is life, and life is work. Just depends on how you see it, though. Different people, different strokes for different folks, they say. How do you see that? How do you see work-life balance? Shoot your a message in the comments and let us know what you think about that. Just wanted to give you a real quick, or what I should say is my real quick version of what work-life balance is. And that is, work-life balance does not exist for me. Work is life and life is work. So I thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. If you're interested in learning more about the freight broker business, I'll leave a free link in the description. It's the 5-video series. It's titled How the Load Movement Process Works, and it gives you a look into the freight broker business, let you see how the business works before you come into it. That way, you come into the light instead of coming in the dark. And then if you want to know more about being a full-time freight broker, not doing it part-time, but transitioning from a part-time freight broker to a full-time freight broker, I'll leave a free video right here. So until the next time, I wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.